New at 11, firefighters crediting neighbors for helping save a man's life. A fire chief tells us driver was trapped in a burning car after crashing along Otschel's Road in ROEBUCK.
Fox Carolina's Brookley Cromer tells us how neighbors jumped into action and helped to save a life.
One neighbor tells us she ran to her house and grabbed a fire extinguisher, and she says it helped contain the flames until first responders got on scene. The chief tells us the outcome would have been much different if neighbors hadn't reacted as quickly as they did.
We were standing in the kitchen and I just happened to look out the front door, saw a car coming down the road, didn't think anything of it until I heard a loud noise that I have never heard before.
Jessica Moore says she ran out the front door, hit head on by the dire situation outside.
Flames started shooting up in the car and he didn't think he was going to be able to get out.
Moore and some other neighbors immediately jumped into action.
All I did was went and got a fire extinguisher. There were folks on scene that were trying to get him out of the car. There were guys grabbing for anything that anybody handed them, trying to put the flames out, keep the flames down until the fire trucks got there.
ROEBUCK Fire District Chief Brian Harvey lives down the street. He was off duty when the accident happened, but rushed to the scene after getting the call. He says people were already stepping in, working to contain the fire.
Thank God these people had the insight that one of the neighbors running got a fire extinguisher, and they were trying to keep the fire at bay best they could, which really saved this young man's life.
Chief Harvey says their swift actions were heroic.
It just restores my faith in humanity.
But Moore says they were simply doing the right thing.
To just look around and see all the people that had jumped out of cars, were jumping in, were doing whatever it took to try to help somebody that they didn't even know was amazing. It's something any decent human being would be willing to do. I mean, seeing somebody in trouble and doing whatever you could to help.
The fire chief tells us the victim was taken to the hospital with major injuries. He says he has a long road to recovery, but thankfully is expected to be okay. Brookley Cromer, Fox Carolina, the 11 o'clock news.